Hey everyone, it's Laura over at Hyperstamper. I have another journal to show you today that I just finished, and this is a lovely 1937 school book called High Roads to Reading. And what's really special about this one is this very vibrant image on the front. So we've got this beautiful blue and then this brilliant orange, and it's the image of a fairy here standing on some mushrooms, which I mean is so fabulous. And then the night sky, he's got his trumpet there. It's fantastic. So I have added some fairy ephemera inside as well. So let's take a little look here. Wonderful original first pages of the book, including this one here and the date up here from 1937. And in here I've put a postcard which is actually from December 31st, and then they have 8/9, so 1908 and 1909, because it was on the last day of the year, which I think is really cool. And this is a little girl in Germany, and when they would go into first grade, they got their photos taken with the little number 1 there, and they would have a almost like a cornucopia full of flowers. So I think that's very special little postcard. Isn't that wonderful? Really great piece here pulled from a book called Yesterday and Today. Got a vintage stamp here with some vintage crochet doily. And here's one of those wonderful fairy ephemera pages called The Old Fairy Tales here. And isn't she a beaut? And then you've got all these little pixies on the inside of these pages here. Sorry, I'm just trying to open this up. There we go. And it's the little brownies and pixies. It's a really, really fun piece of ephemera if you like fairies. I'm just going to put that to the side. Some vintage botanical pages and this lovely, bright, colorful children's book page from the 1940s. Look at how lovely that is. Isn't that something? This is from an old book, Black Beauty, and I turned it into a little pocket here and added some paper on the back and a pearl shop receipt up there. And this is a plate from Thornton Burgess's book, and this is an original plate. I love it. How wonderful is that? Old Man Coyote. And here's another one of those fairy pieces. This is the Cape Breton fairy here. And it's just an absolutely lovely little image. Love it. And what else do we have here? There's just a little pocket here for you to put your own ephemera in, and another great cluster here of all kinds of ephemera, materials. We've got some history book pages from the early 30s. Another fun cluster. Theater Arts magazine, or Theater World, magazine page from 1957, July. And here's a fun receipt under carbon paper from the 70s. This is another old book, Friends in Storybook Land. Isn't that great? Pinocchio over here. And this is a piece of ledger paper here, done with the old pen and ink quill. And this piece here is really cool. My sister gave me a booklet of these, and I believe there's 20 of them. So they're one for each of 20 journals coming up. This is from 1901, or is it, sorry, 1910, sorry, mixed up my digits. And this is done also with a quill pen and ink, and they put the dates of their lessons on each page. So if I knew an instrument, I would play this and see if this is an original or if this was just a lesson, but it's pretty cool. I love it very much. So I would ask whoever gets this book if they know somebody who could try this. Or I will hold it here for a second so that you can take a screenshot and try it at home. Let me know how it turned out. This is a 1938 December almanac page from Paris, France. 1930s get out of jail free card, and late 1800s night guard watchman's dial. 3 vintage playing cards, really, really beautiful there. And just a little pocket here from an antique book page that I threw in some scrap antique paper that you can journal on. Another Theater World magazine, and this is one of these awesome stamp collector's book pages. And it's got lots of stamps on this page here. Isn't that amazing? And this is really cool. I made this pocket out of a vintage doily. And in here, I just love this title. I was going to make this into actually a journal cover just because I love this. Only a Word. And it's got this beautiful publisher's print here from the printing press. Gorgeous image. And the paper music sheet behind here is called My Violin. I think that's wonderful. St. Valentine. This is a vintage bird book page, the American goldfinch and purple finch. There's a little fairy image here from a children's book page from the 1930s, and another one here, little pixies. How great is that? I love it. And then over here, wonderful poems from Tony's scrapbook from 1947. And another book page here that is music, and another floating pocket here. And in here is this wonderful little image of this little fairy here with the butterfly fairy wings and the canoes. And that is from 1890s Demarest's Family Magazine. And it is spectacular. Just awesome. So yeah, I think this is a really special journal for those special pieces that match sort of the cover theme. And then this is just a really fun little article I pulled out of a newspaper from the 70s. More hints for the household. Kind of fun. And that goes in this little paper clip that you can remove and has a little vintage earring jewel that I turned into a clip there. More. Look at these stamps. Really fun. Look at how many are on this page. These are awesome. And these are actually US stamp pages. So that's awesome. Look at this. And this is from 1903. This wonderful postcard would have been sent probably for maybe a birthday. And it's got this lovely little message on it. And that is going to someone in North Virginia. Isn't that beautiful? Got some birch bark down here on this cluster. And this wonderful page here. This is the woman who does all the album that I've been using the photographs from. This one's from 1937, Mother and Dad at Indian Head Cabins in White Mountain. I love it. And I didn't put a piece of paper under here because it has a beautiful poem, and I wanted to leave that alone because I especially love this Far Away and Long Ago, which is perfect for an antique journal, right? This is the inside of an antique book. It just has this lovely print on it, so I kept that. Another fun little cluster, and here's a plate from a book here. And these are the first pages from Ministering Children, which is another junk journal that's on Etsy. And quite a lovely little plate here from that. And this came out of a seashell book from the 70s. Isn't that fun? Look at that. The colors are great. Little kids at the beach looking for seashells. And in this pocket here, made from a 1920s children's book, is this it's not a postcard, it's sort of a business card that would have been sent. It was from Cincinnati, Ohio, and this was May 19th, 1898. Isn't that fun? So that's in the, and it's in really good condition. Another pearl shop receipt back there. The second part of that plate, and that brings us to the end. So there you go. I'm putting this on Etsy now, hyperstamper.etsy.com, and I hope you will visit, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you soon.